Right, so here we go with our second contest and the entry of Tulio Palhares from Valencia in Spain, 32 years of age, 6'4", lucha libre specialist, been in the cage rage once before, which was a defeat, but a very experienced man, Rob.
That's right. He fought at UFC Brazil and took a win. He's been pretty experienced and he's been pretty active on the fight scene. But as you can see, he's got a bit of a mixed record. He comes here tonight to take on James E. Nicole. James, a record that has no losses on it to date. So we'll have to wait and see exactly what goes on. Tulio has a mixed record. James has no losses. You know, this should be one that will definitely go down well. And I think we can look for submissions here. I know James is very, very good at submissions. Tulio, a submission specialist himself. I think we're going to see some good submissions tonight.
Tulio is originally from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and now resides and trains in Valencia, Spain. And we're going to see if a little bit of that hot blood from Spain will rub off on him in this fight.
And his opponent, weighing in at 83.5 kilograms, with a background in combat submission wrestling. He has a cage rage record of 1-0, representing Masters Academy from Loughton, James E. Nicole!
Now with James E. Nicole, what's exciting here is you might be watching one of the big guys of the future for MMA fighting. 6-0 at the moment, trained by Erik Paulson. I'm going to ask the fight professor, is this one of the guys we should be looking out for?
I think so, because I got a really strong sense that James is not only confident, but also very technical in his attack. Training with Erik Paulson, if you don't know, fans that are listening out there, Erik Paulson is sort of like a classical master at submissions. There's probably not a single submission hold that Erik Paulson does not know, and I'm sure that he showed James E. Nicole every single one of them in practice. So James Nicole, and you're going to see a lot of leg locks, because Erik Paulson is a wizard at leg locks, and James Nicole, very calm, knowing it, he's fighting an experienced fighter in Tulio Palhares, but didn't seem shaken at all, and actually quite funny in the interview.
And Rob, I know this is a guy that you said to me beforehand you're really looking for, because he's got some good names on his record there. You mentioned Paul Semtex Daly as one of them.
That's right, he's got a couple of good wins. He's beat Paul Semtex Daly, he's beat Hassan Muradi, he's beat a couple of other top names. This guy is an unknown, definitely an unknown category that is going to be a phenomenon to himself. You know, hopefully he'll make his mark tonight, and we'll see a lot more from James.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a middleweight contest scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds of action with, on my left, Tulio Palhares! And on my right, James E. Nicole!
So come on, Steve, it's the question you hate to answer. Give me a prediction on this one.
Well, I've known Nostradamus and I've been wrong on rare occasions. Sorry. I will have to go with Mr. Nicole on this fight, and probably by submission.
No elbows to the head or the body at all.
How about you, Rob? Not me.
I think I definitely have to agree with you there, Steve. I think we're going to see a submission.
Okay, be the tiebreaker. Come on.
Touch gloves.
Mr. Martin.
I'm going to say that we're going to see possibly 3 5-minute rounds of incredible action here, guys.
He took the easy option out.
What a diplomat.
Right back, beyond the mark. Right back.
But I would like to pick up on something you said, Steve, is James E. Nicole looks so calm in there.
You ready?
You got to be careful not to be too calm. But now all of a sudden the horn sounds, Nicole circling to his left. Experience versus the young upstart in James Nicole. When I spoke with Tulio, he said that he was in the best shape of his life, been training really hard for this fight. Not going to be a pushover by any stretch of the imagination.
But what do you both feel that this unbeaten record will do for a fighter? 6-0 at the moment. Will that help him mentally?
Look at that leg pick.
For his confidence, it's got to be great.
Yeah, Tulio grabbed that roundhouse attempt. And, you know, at first James was resisting the takedown, but then just pulled into the guard. He almost got a half a butterfly guard, but he's got the closed guard now. And they're going to work in a grappling sense here. It will be interesting if Tulio can open the guard up and stand up, and we would see the open guard rule in effect.
Yes, you saw him. He wanted to take him to the fence there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Good work by James to turn himself.
But very much as you guys predicted, that it would go to ground fairly early because of the nature of both fighters.
Yeah, they want to fight this on the ground. I think that if anything, Tulio would want to have this standing up, but he couldn't resist once he caught that roundhouse kick, you know, to take him down. Hopefully he won't regret that decision, because we see that James is going to the side a little bit now. He's using the foot to turn himself on the cage because he doesn't want to have his neck cranked up against the side of the cage. I wouldn't be surprised. There it is. He read my mind. I was going to say that if they restarted him standing.
Ready? Let's go.
Let's see if we can see some leather fly now. Overhand right attempt by Nicolle, partially blocked.
Good stiff left there from Tulio.
Yeah, Tulio's got a good jab and a good left hook already. So I'd be interested to see if Tulio threw that left hook to the body.
Some nice fast trading there, though, guys.
Yeah.
Blow for blow, very quick.
Both men waiting for the other to make a mistake. Counterfighting. Oh! There we go. Tulio getting busy. Nicolle chopping away with a left low kick, and Nicolle over the top with the right hand grazes the top of the Brazilian's head. In the clinch once again. Who will end up on the ground?
As you said, though, at the moment, very technical, a lot of thought going into this fight. But that's what you both expected, really, wasn't it? This was always going to be a technical match.
Yeah, to set up a submission, you have to wait till the guy to make a mistake. Aggressive jiu-jitsu, there are certain players that can do that, but many jiu-jitsu players in mixed martial arts wait for the other guy to make a mistake. It doesn't make for the most exciting fight at first, but we shall see. I want to see somebody explode here, though.
And again, fast hands from Tulio. I've been impressed.
Yeah. Oh, good low kick.
Beautiful.
Knocked Tulio off balance there for a second. Tulio trading that left kick for a left hook. James kicking. Uh-oh! A little bit of a below-the-belt action, unintentional, of course. Tulio going to run it off. He seems fine. He does have a period of time to recover, though.
But they certainly picked up the pace there.
Yeah.
He certainly did. James has got a good Muay Thai background, I might add, gentlemen. He's a very good Muay Thai stand-up fighter. And I think we're seeing that displayed now.
Yeah. It was interesting. They were getting busy because they both seemed happy to throw the left side. Tulio with the left hook and James with the left roundhouse kick, of which did unintentional damage there. And it looks like we're going to have them start once again.
Show of respect.
Yep.
And for two men renowned for a ground game, I've been very impressed with their stand-up. I've been impressed with Nicolle's head movement, and I've been impressed with the speed of Tulio's handwork.
There's one thing about Tulio, though, is that he hasn't landed a good deal of his shots. James has landed most of his kicks to the leg and the body, but Tulio has come up short or caught like leather, for leather when James blocked his left hook and his right hand. So we haven't seen anybody catch anybody clean on the chin yet.
James has got a nick under his right eye. I don't think it's going to be any problem for him. It is bleeding, but I think it is just that, a nick. But while they're in the clinch here, possibly the most defining moment so far was that kick, not the low one, the one prior to that really rocked Tulio.
Yeah, it sent him back. It made him stumble. but he recomposed and he came back in because he thought, okay, and he I believe he threw a 3-punch combination right after that. In the over-under clinch, Tulio breaks loose, tries a right-handed edge. High kick by Tulio to end round 1.
Which went from being very technical and quite slow-paced and suddenly burst into life. So with that in mind, what are your thoughts of the two men's performance so far?
Well, both guys were, shall we say, quote, patient, unquote, which also equates into being tentative. It doesn't make for an explosive match. Okay, now here we have the replay, and Tulio goes in with a left hook and a right hand, but both those were blocked. And there's that roundhouse to the body, and that was a good shot, and it sent Tulio slipping backward. And here's that left roundhouse kick. Again, another left roundhouse kick.
But as you said, after that tentative start, they really did pick up the pace.
Yeah. Yeah, they felt each other out for the first part of the round, and then they got busy. Now let's see if they will take up from where they left off or restart with the feeling out energy. I'm thinking that somebody's going to make a move within the first minute of this round.
Rob, your overall opinion of that last round?
James seems to be looking a little bit worse for wear after their trading. I mean, he's got a little nick under his eye. He's looking a bit sore, and I think he's actually got a little mark over both eyes. One over his eye, sorry, and one under his eye. So James is looking a little bit worse for wear. They're at it again, trading beautifully.
There's that left hook. That left hook actually landed now, and I see that James is leading with his right hand, but Tulio's trying to counter that right hand with a left hook. Let's see if he can catch him clean.
James looking for a shoot.
Would you read anything into the fact that after those exchanges, it's James that wants to go to ground?
Yeah, I mean, James is a submission expert, and you can see when he gets tired in the clinch, he's looking for the takedown. Tulio's doing very well to keep it up, but both men seem equally as comfortable on their feet.
Oh, that was a good right hand by Tulio. Tulio has got more of the combinations with the punches, and James is single-shotting right now.
And as you mentioned in the first round, what he is doing is trying to remain upright and making them stand.
Brilliant spinning back punch.
If only it connected.
We very rarely see that in the cage.
I like the standing mode, but I think that James is going to want to take this fight to the ground.
I feel the problem for him, especially when he initiates the low kicks, is the counters from Tulio. Every time he throws that right leg low kick, he does get countered. But it's a nice, good body punch.
Oh, beautiful.
Those were the body shots. Those body shots dropped Tulio.
Beautiful win, body shots. Taking out Tulio Palhares, and he looks like he's in trouble. What a win for James Nichols. He opened up, caught him with a couple of beautiful shots, caught him against the cage, the body shots went in, Tulio went down.
Oh yeah, it was a beautiful body shot, knockout. Got him some variety in his wins instead of the submission, which we thought for sure it was going to be a submission win for him.
And to be honest, he turned it around because we were having Tulio winning the upright exchanges at this point.
Okay, there's the overhand right by James. Now James is going to come in with another. That right hand was the thing that set the whole thing up. He put his hands up too high, and James is going to crack with that right and left to the body, and that was it.
Beautiful shots.
You know, I like how he set it up with the overhand right and made him bring his hands up, and then he cracked the right hook and then the left hook. The fight was over.
And you could see the power and the weight behind the shot as it was going into the body. Beautiful shot.
But what impressed me is he turned that upright game around because we felt he was on the receiving end. Then suddenly, as you said, someone would seize the initiative. And surprisingly for us, it was James.
We have a winner by way of knockout, James Nicholle!
As I said at the start, guys, he's definitely one to keep an eye on. You can see big things for James Nicholle.
Yes, 7-0 now in very emphatic style.
And ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. Your runner-up, Tulio Palhares!
Without a doubt, that was an amazing fight, right? From both fighters, came out here, did their thing, right? James, talk us through that fight. I mean, 3 rounds of... You explain it, bro.
Well, I was a bit apprehensive coming in. Wasn't too sure what he was about because I'd never seen any tape. I saw him fight Cage Rage against Alex Reed. That was very short and sharp, so I couldn't really tell what he's about. But he's strong, man. He hits pretty hard. He's got a nice left hook. Keep my right up. And, yeah, it was a good fight, man. I enjoyed it.
Without a doubt. What do you think, crowd? No, without a doubt, you did it, man. I mean, first of all, the trainer, well, step out here. The trainer himself, step out. Both of them step out. Well, Matt, how do you feel about your fight today?
It was good. His opponent's real tough. He just got a good body shot on him. But it was going back and forth really good. It's a good matchup.
So what's next for you now, bro?
Rest, family time, beer, spend time with my friends. I'd just like to say hello to my wife and my kids and all my supporters out there from Masters Academy. And thanks to everyone who's helped me out. A special thanks to Matt, who's always there for me, and to Eric, who's the man, really.
Without a doubt. Well, thank you very much. Make some noise for James Evans-Nicolle!